Welcome back to another episode of the Lover Girl Diaries. The scenery is a little bit different, and yes, I am holding a microphone, but please give me a second. I promise I'm not like everybody else with a microphone, okay? sometimes, not sometimes, I feel like my life is a movie, okay? I'm the main character, of course. And my diary and these diary entries is the script. So sometimes in a movie, different lighting and a different ambiance is needed for different chapters and different stories being told. So sometimes we'll use a light to set the mood, and we'll use the microphone for better audio quality. Not all the time, though. Today it's currently Christmas Eve, and this video, of course, won't go up for maybe another week. Um, but I wanted to film today because this past week I've been feeling a lot more anxious than I'm used to feeling, even though I do have anxiety and depression. This week has just been a little bit more harder, more hard, a little bit more difficult. um, and I've been so emotional all week, and no, I'm not about to get my period. Maybe. But I've just been super emotional, super on edge. My heart's always racing. I've been overthinking so much, and because I've been having to be at work, I haven't really had the time to really breathe and allow myself to think and process why I'm feeling this way. So that's what this is. I'm gonna do that in my virtual diary. But today, I woke up pretty early. I woke up at about 3 a.m. And from the time that I woke up, I don't know, my mind was just racing as it normally does. And I got up, I was cleaning, and I was just doing anything and everything in order to just not try to get down to the roots of the anxiety that I was experiencing. Um, so I thought about it for a little bit. I had a conversation with my little brother, and we talked. And sometimes you just need to talk. Sometimes you just need to laugh, a little kiki, you know? And after that, I felt a little bit better. And to be honest, I wasn't even going to film today. Um, but I'm happy that I did. And I think that the phone call really put me in a much better mood. Um, but still, I'm still feeling that way. And when I try to think about why, um, sometimes, anxiety doesn't really need a reason. It doesn't. Sometimes it just is. But I do realize or notice that every year, right around this time, really the holidays, the colder months, um, the mental health takes a turn for the worse, you know? Um, I feel worse, a little bit more depressed and anxious, of course. And I know some people, well, really a lot of people, especially if you live in like the tri-state area, um, we deal with like seasonal depression. I know a lot of people deal with that, but when you are clinically diagnosed with depression on top of the seasonal depression, bitch, this is depression squared. Okay, what the fuck is going on? So And it's just like, I don't know, it's always the holiday season. It always, always, always makes me feel so, so, so anxious. And it's just like, maybe it's just because it's like peak winter and I can't go outside and I can't do the things that I want to do. Scratch that. I don't even go outside, even when it was summer. This summer, I didn't really go anywhere, but I still would like the option to. And knowing that I really can't go outside and there's no sun, and I don't know, I just can't just go out and do something without being cold. And it makes everything so much worse. And, I'm working out and I've been eating healthier. I'm trying to do, taking my medicine. So I'm trying to do what, the textbooks say to do to make yourself feel better during times like this. But of course, being a human doesn't come with a handbook. So what works for some doesn't work for others. And even though I do feel better after a workout and eating clean, the high doesn't last that long. Um, and I find myself slowly but surely going back to that baseline of just blah. And so I thought a little bit more about what may be causing me to feel that way, besides the fact that it's winter and the season of depression. And this part I didn't really want to have to admit, being that I do like my alone time and my space. Um, Sometimes it's like, who wants to spend the holidays alone, you know? And around these times, like Christmas and New Year's, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I am pretty like to myself, with myself, by myself, but I'm human, one, I'm a woman, two, and I'm a hopeless romantic, three. So I just feel like, I mean, it would be nice to, spend these holidays with someone, So I think that part could also be, not could also, it is also a part of the reason that I'm feeling this way. Um, and am I going to change that? Probably not. And that's because I'm not really like a dating person, And it's not like you have to, no, I do have to date people in order to really like vibe with them. I don't really like the casualness of anything. Like nothing about sharing your time, your space, your body with another person is casual to me. So I just feel like, I gonna change that? Probably not anytime soon. And that's just because the area that I'm in, you would have to like, I don't know. You'd have to hold my family members for ransom and tell me that I'd have to date somebody from my city in order for you to let them go, for me to date somebody from my city. It's just not happening, Captain. It's really not. And it's because the city is so small. Everybody knows everybody. Everyone's been with everybody. No shaming. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But is that for me? No. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Does that sound like pretentious? I don't mean to like think I'm like, of course, I'm not better than anyone. Um, but I don't know. It's just something about knowing that just knowing that I don't have to know that 10 other girls that I know have been with the same person, or you know what I'm saying? It's just it's really and I don't really like that because I don't date in my city. And so if someone were to date me, they wouldn't have to worry about hearing about me or having to hang out with their friends and, oh, I did this with that with her and do that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, is that too much to ask for to get that kind of thing back? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was another part of why I was feeling this way. And I don't know, it's like today it just kind of boiled up. It boiled over. And I was at work yesterday, and mind you, I think I've already said this in a previous video that I hate my job. And I feel like you should quit once you get to that point. But I'm not a person that quits before they find a new job, you know? And I don't really feel like looking for one, so maybe I should stop complaining. But I'm human, so I'll complain. But yeah, I hate my job, and it's a really hectic job. It's really like fast moving. Of course, it's a computer job. It's a desk job, but those kind of jobs are still very demanding too. And when I'm speaking to people all day and kind of getting like the brunt of like everyone's emotions and feelings, and I like to think of myself as an empath. So I'm taking in all these emotions and feelings and talking all day. And when I'm already in an anxious state and I'm feeling overwhelmed, that's just not so good for me. And I found myself yesterday, by the end of the workday, I was literally in tears, like literally in tears. And the tears I was keeping at bay for the past week because I'm telling myself like, girl, just work out, take your medicine, go to sleep. Work out, take your medicine, go to sleep. Eat something, try to journal. And none of that was working. I haven't journaled in like a week, and maybe maybe I should. I'll do that tonight. That's another thing. I haven't really been sleeping, and it's because my mind is going at a million miles per hour, thinking about what I should have done, what I could have done, what I would have done, what I will do. It's it's just a never ending train of thoughts and emotions 24/7. And I haven't really been sleeping that well. And of course, as you know, when you're not sleeping that great, at least for me, when I'm really tired, when I'm extremely tired, I get super emotional. And like that that was just how I was feeling this past week, and it especially yesterday and today, where I would just be sitting there. Like today, I was just sitting there and I just started crying. Why? I don't fucking know, but I do know, you know? And it's just like, I don't know. I feel these emotions all the time, of course, but more so during this time of year. And nothing was helping. So I just thought maybe a virtual diary entry would kind of help me get my thoughts in order. They say that when you write things down and you get them out of your mind, that you free up space in your mind to think about other things, you know? But it was it was really hard to allow myself to slow down. And I think that myself and a lot of other people, we like to just be busy and on the go in order to not have to think and not have to process emotions all the time. And I'm trying to be better at that. I'm trying to practice more mindfulness and Yeah, I found myself just in my little daydream world more and more often this past week, and really just trying not to be in reality as much as I could. Um, how I'm able to work 10-hour shifts so dissociated is beyond me, quite literally. Um, but I function. But, and I feel like mental health is, of course, it's a journey. And oh, good news. I have a therapist. We have a therapist, okay? And I know you're probably asking, well, why haven't you gotten one before? You know? And to that, I'll say, because I wasn't ready. Because I wasn't ready, but also because I was put on a wait list for the um the office near me. So, and that took almost 2 years. So, and I'll have you know that I tried BetterHelp. Please, please don't. I tried BetterHelp. This was like this last summer, not this summer, but last summer. And girl, a bitch was desperate, you know? Oh shit. Thought I would drop my phone. A bitch was desperate, okay? And I tried it. I tried it for like 4 sessions just to see, what it gave, you know? And it was okay, but I just didn't feel like the therapist that I had was like genuinely like, I don't know, like I didn't think she was really like what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't think that she was really like paying attention to me, or like really listening, and or like questioning me enough or challenging me enough. And I just felt like I shouldn't be able to just walk over my therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like challenge me. Tell me I'm wrong sometimes. You know? And we did some challenges about like setting boundaries and stuff, and I do I've been setting boundaries, so I will give her that. I will give her that. She did give leave me with that, on how to set boundaries with um friends and family. Um, but yeah, for the most part, it was very surface level. And I'm a Scorpio rising. I'm a bitch that likes to get deep. Okay, Scorpio Chiron. I like to get deep. Okay, I like to know, and I want to know anything and everything about other people and myself. But I'm also hyper self aware. So even though I feel like I know why I am the way that I am, and I know what I could do in order to fix that, for crying out loud, can somebody else help me? Like, and she just wasn't giving that. So that's why. But now we have an actual therapist in person, okay? Someone's gonna look me right in the eye and say, Jenny, you were actually bugging the fuck out in that situation. And, or someone that's gonna like, challenge the way I think, you know? I think that me being a psych major, I'm really, really curious as to how this is gonna go, knowing that I know the process of this. But I'm gonna try to go in with an open heart and an open mind, that they'll listen to me and that they'll understand me, because I fully believe that I have adult ADHD. I really do. I try to tell that to my doctor. She's just like, I don't know. See, I don't think you're listening to me either. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But we'll see. We will really see. And I feel like, and I want to get into like attachment styles and stuff. Now, there's this one YouTuber, I think her name is Heidi Plebe on YouTube. She talks a lot about like psychology, attachment styles, and stuff. And she had a video about the fearful avoidant. I am fearful avoidance, 100%. Maybe we'll do a video on that. What is a fearful avoidance? And how do you know that that's you? And how do I know that that's me? I'm happy that I did this. See, now we got our thoughts in order. We're letting things out. And I'm going to be honest. Did I do my makeup to sit here and talk to the camera for 20 minutes? I did. I did. But also, guess what? Makeup is also therapeutic. And by the time I was on my makeup, I was already feeling a little bit better. But now I'm feeling even more better because I got the thoughts that were in my head out. And now I'm going to put them on paper as well to look back on. And yeah, I think I rambled a little bit in this. Um, but I'm curious. I mean, I know that there's other people that experience this too. Um, but I just hope that everyone has an outlet, whether that be a journal or a virtual diary like myself, or a friend, a sibling, a family member, something, an outlet to let these feelings and emotions out and not hold them in and allow yourself the freedom of being able to express yourself without thinking that you're weak, because being emotional is not weak. It's actually a very strong attribute to have and acknowledge and accept, and give yourself some grace. You too, Jenny. Give yourself some grace, girl. We tend to be our worst critics. And to someone like myself who overthinks and deals with anxiety, depression, the self critiquing can be pretty bad. But I am learning to cut myself some slack and be proud of myself for the little steps that I am making. And tell myself that I'm doing a damn good job. Even if the progress is slow, slow progress is still progress. And I think my family and friends who may watch this, who may watch my videos at all, they've probably never seen me be this open, or probably I've been trying to be with them as I've been learning. I've been trying to share my experiences with that, but they've probably never seen me be so open and emotional. And sometimes it's easier to be that by yourself. And that's just the truth. But yeah, if my siblings, if and my friends, if you're watching this, um, just know that I love you. And even strangers, if you're watching, if you do happen to come across this video, know that I love you, and you should love yourself and give yourself some grace. Allow yourself the opportunity to feel and emote, okay? You don't gotta be strong all the time, okay? And take your time. Mental health is a journey. The seasons, they come and they go. And that's what we talked about hobbies in the second video. And I've been trying to implement these hobbies, especially in the wintertime when I'm feeling stuck physically and emotionally. Now, I didn't try painting today, and maybe that would have been a good way to express myself as well. But if you have a hobby and you're feeling like this, give it a try. And yeah, that's really all I wanted to say in this entry. And I'm feeling much better. And I'm going to wash this makeup off and I'm going to eat a snack. And I deserve the snack. And how do we feel about the light? I think she's kind of cute. She changes colors, but overall, I thought that this specific color was fitting for the vibe of the video. But yeah, that's all. Before I ramble, I could talk to this camera forever. Um, thanks for listening to my rant in this entry in the diary in this chapter of my life. That is an ongoing movie, and I write the script. So we are going to write myself a more emotionally aware and available chapter going forward. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next entry and have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and have a drink for me. Fuck. It's always around this time of year when everyone should be happy and cheerful that some people tend to feel the most alone. The sun is not as bright and the moon rises in the sky earlier in the day, and everything is cold, gloomy, and dark. The earth is resting, and so should we. When the sun sets in the winter, so should we. To recharge and take care of ourselves and to be warm, cozy, and to eat well. But the world keeps going. Mind and body begging to rest, to slow down, but everything keeps going. The early blue sky sunsets of winter are so beautiful and always make me feel so nostalgic. But, warm sun, how I miss you, and look forward to us meeting again.